Am I mistaken for holding on to the inheritance my stepdad bequeathed to me rather than dividing it with my stepsiblings? Robert took me under his wing starting at age 8 when he wed my mother. My stepsiblings, Lisa and Tom, resided with their mom post-divorce, just coming over for summers and vacations. When Robert died half a year back, he bequeathed me his home and funds, totaling around $180,000. He funded my university education, delivered the speech at my engagement celebration, and referred to me as his true son. Lisa and Tom promptly insisted I divide it all equally among the three of us. Mom sided with them, claiming it was the equitable thing. However, Robert's testament was explicit and precise. All assets were assigned to me. There existed a motive behind that decision. As I remained by his bedside amid numerous chemotherapy sessions, clasping his hand during the toughest times, they were occupied with job obligations and didn't even show up for his memorial arrangements. My fiancée, Emily, appeared backing me initially, but at our family gathering, she proposed I make a concession and offer them a minor portion. When I inquired why, she mentioned it would maintain harmony for our nuptials and that we weren't in dire need of the full sum regardless. Something seemed off about her abrupt worry for Lisa's emotions. That's when I spotted the message alerts. Emily had been texting Lisa frequently, and upon closer inspection, I discovered exchanges spanning months. They'd been communicating since prior to Robert's passing. Lisa venting about her career, Emily labeling her as incredible and resilient. Lisa was favoring all her online updates and adding love symbols in comments. When I challenged my mother regarding their oddly intimate bond, she brushed off my worries entirely, stating Emily was merely being nice to relatives. But the reality turned out much grimmer than I'd anticipated. Lisa mistakenly forwarded me a capture intended for her pal. It showed extended playful messages with Emily, including one from the week before where she expressed eagerness for the estate dispute to end so they could meet openly without secrecy. I faced off with both. Lisa collapsed and confessed they'd engaged in an emotional liaison for months, connecting over how challenging I'd allegedly been with finances and marriage preparations. Emily claimed no physical involvement occurred, but she developed emotions and was uncertain about our partnership now. Then Tom exposed the actual scheme. They'd persuade me to distribute the legacy. Afterward, Emily would depart from me following the ceremony. Lisa would comfort her amid our chaotic separation, and they'd all portion the cash collectively. My mother was enraged at me. She blamed me for destroying Lisa's joy and pushing Emily aside due to my avarice. I ended up utterly isolated, save for Robert's sibling, who phoned to mention she'd long recognized his natural kids as opportunists. I halted the wedding right away. Emily relocated that very week, removing her belongings while I was at the office like a spineless person. Lisa and Tom warned of challenging the testament, but Robert's sibling linked me with his veteran attorney, who confirmed the paperwork was utterly solid. In under 2 weeks after our split, Emily and Lisa became a pair publicly, sharing duo images on digital platforms. My mother picked their camp, and we ceased communication altogether. It pained me to forfeit so much kin simultaneously, but Robert's sibling was correct. He granted me all because he understood who genuinely cared for him. I retained the residence and began anew. I allocated a segment of the legacy to create a grant in Robert's honor for kids from mixed households. When Lisa shared online labeling me spiteful and egocentric for refusing to divide, I just muted them entirely. Certain relatives contacted discreetly, noting they'd sensed something amiss about Emily and Lisa's rapid affinity. I'm recovering now, and thankful that Robert safeguarded me, even beyond the grave. He would have felt proud that I held firm against folks who viewed his affection as merely a financial gain. Occasionally, the kin that counts the most isn't the one you enter the world with.